All right, today we're going to pull back the curtain on one of the most fundamental ideas in all of technology. We're talking about data types and variables. I know it sounds a little technical, but it's basically the secret filing system that every single computer, phone, and app uses to make sense of the world. So let's just dive right in. Ever really thought about this? You play a game, you get a new high score, you turn it off, and the next day, it's still there. How does it remember that exact number? And how does it know it belongs to you? Is it some kind of digital magic? What's going on? Well, as cool as that would be, it's definitely not magic. The system behind it is actually surprisingly simple, and it's super organized. The best way to picture it is to just imagine your computer's memory as this giant warehouse, and it's filled with millions of empty storage boxes, each one just waiting for a piece of information. Okay, so if you've got this huge warehouse full of boxes, you run into a problem pretty quick. How do you find anything? For this whole system to work, every single one of those boxes needs a unique, clear label. That way, the computer can find exactly the one it's looking for instantly. Now, in the programming world, this labeled storage box has a proper name. It's called a variable. The official textbook definition is a container for storing a value, which honestly is a perfect description. It's just a placeholder for a piece of info that might need to change later on. And this is the key right here. The variable isn't the box itself, and it's not the stuff inside the box. It's just the label we slap on the front. So for our game, the label might be player score. For your social media, it could be username. It's just a simple, memorable name for a specific piece of data. Okay, so we've got our labeled box. The next question is obvious, right? What can we put inside it? Can we just toss anything in there? A number, a word, a yes or no answer? Well, no. Computers need rules to keep things from turning into total chaos. And those rules, they have a name, too. They're called data types. A data type is basically a rule that tells our storage box, our variable, exactly what kind of information it's allowed to hold. It's kind of like sorting your mail. You got to know what's a bill and what's a postcard before you start opening things. So, going back to our warehouse, the data type is like a giant permanent stamp on the side of the box. One might say numbers only, another says text only, or maybe true-false answers only. And that simple rule prevents us from, say, accidentally putting a person's name into a box that's meant for a phone number. It keeps everything neat. And here's the cool part. The most common data types are actually super simple. Let's just break them down. First, you have integers. It's just a fancy word for whole numbers, like that high score of 1500. Then you have strings. Don't let the name fool you. It's just what programmers call any piece of text. And finally, you have booleans, which are incredibly simple. A boolean can only ever be one of two things, true or false. That's it. So we've got labeled boxes, and we have strict rules for what goes inside them. But why? Why is this system so important? Let's use a real-world example to see how this all comes together to make the tech you use every day actually work. So think about saving a new contact on your phone. Behind that simple screen, your phone is going to work. First, it grabs a box and labels it contact name. It stamps it with a string data type, because a name is text, right? Then it puts Jane Doe inside. Next, it grabs another box, labels it phone number, stamps that one as an integer for numbers, and stores the actual phone number. It's this clean, logical, step-by-step process every single time. And here's why this is so important. By separating everything into these types, the computer knows what it can and can't do. I mean, you can add two high scores together, that makes sense. But you can't multiply your name by your friend's name, that's nonsense. This quote says it all. You can't do math on a name, and you can't greet a phone number. These rules prevent computers from making ridiculous mistakes. At the end of the day, getting this simple system of labeled boxes and rules is really empowering, because this logic, it's the absolute bedrock of every app you use, every website you visit, every game you play. Understanding this is the very first step into the world of coding. It really demystifies technology, and it turns it from something that feels like magic into a logical tool that you can actually understand. So, I'll leave you with this one last spot to chew on. What do you think our digital world would actually look like if computers couldn't make that basic distinction, if they saw the number 1 and the word 1 as the exact same thing? The entire system we've just talked about would completely fall apart. It just goes to show how this simple filing system is the foundation for, well, pretty much everything. Something to think about.